Hey everyone, it's Simon from Body Development Centre again with my next part of my journey back to lean. And today, what I wanted to talk to you about was my need for stretching and how stretching is going to help you in your own journey. Because something I find very commonly with clients when I start working with them is that they have very, very tight muscles. And the problem with this is that it makes injury far, far more likely. And obviously, if you become injured, you're going to find that your ability to train drops off quite considerably. One of the biggest issues I find with this with clients is lower back injuries. So essentially, they'll come along to train, they've got tightness maybe around their legs, their hips, or their lower back. This then gets exacerbated by their exercise. And very quickly, if somebody's lower back becomes a problem, we find that the exercise we're able to do are significantly reduced. Usually it drops down to basically only bench-based exercises, such as bench rows, bench press, etc., which is all right for some, but can become boring quite quickly. Therefore, what I would advise if you're just getting in to your training goal, or even if you've been doing it for a while and you know that you're holding tightness, is to get a regular stretch routine in. A stretch routine doesn't need to be excessively overbearing. All I would advise is 3 times a week. Do one stretch for each of the kind of major areas. So that's probably the back of the thighs, front of the thighs, the chest, and maybe around the lower back. And if you do that, you'll probably find that the majority of likely injuries become much less prevalent. And so you're much less likely to have to fall out of training. For myself at the moment, because I've not been training back as prominently as I usually would, my postural muscles have slightly turned off, which means that I find myself in a slightly dropped, rounded postural position a little bit more often. This has caused tightness around my back and around my neck, and so I need to stretch those areas to ensure that I'm not going to become injured when I'm doing any kind of upper body training or back squat where I need to be able to get my hands quite far back behind my shoulders. So I hope that's helped. If you've got any questions about what kind of stretches you should be doing or anything of the ilk, please do feel free to drop a comment down below. Otherwise, like the page for lots more free tips and tricks, and I'll see you again soon.